guys, welcome from Lake Moogerah. We had a bit of a cold night last night, so got down to like 6 degrees, so we we're pretty rugged up in the tent, like all our thermals and everything on. But I kept us warm, got a big doona, so that was fine. So yeah, we finished travelling in Australia and we've just been slotted back into everyday life, so back to the daily grind. And we've just been doing our little weekend trips, which makes it harder to want to make content, because once you're going away just for 1 or 2 nights, you just kind of want to relax and just not have to film or nothing. So we had a really good night last night. We got the fire going. Erin cooked up some, I think it was like some butter chicken tofu with green beans and some rice, so that was very nice. So the key to getting away more often on the weekends, stuff like that, is making your setup like really simple and easy. So you don't have to like pack too much things in, you don't have to set too much stuff up. So basically, we've just basically got the little tent and that, and everything's set up in the back of the car, so you can just stop anywhere and just pull our stuff out and cook, and don't have to set much up. So that's all we really ever set up when we go somewhere. We just pull the chairs out, set up the tent, put the bedding in, and that's it really. And everything else just comes straight out of the back of the car, so it's very simple and easy. So I've been doing a fair bit of testing on this little EcoFlow River 2 unit. Very handy little unit. As you've seen in another video, I did a full review on it. So yeah, it's got like lithium phosphate cells, 256 watt hour. So these cells, will run up to 3,000 cycles, and they still have 80% capacity. So that means you can like fully charge it and then use the whole capacity up to 3,000 times. You still have 80% of the original capacity. So yeah, lithium phosphate cells are really good cells. It also has a 300 watt inverter with a peak of 600 watt. That means so you can run 300 watt continuously at 240 volts, but it can handle up to a peak of 600 watts. So it means some appliances have like a peak startup current, so when you first turn them on, they'll peak up to like 600 watts and then they'll settle down. So that's what that's handy for. So you can use any of your like laptop chargers or phone chargers, whatever you want. It also has USB-C, USB-A and that here. So the USB-C is up to 60 watt on this unit, which is very good. So this can charge multiple ways. So you can charge it from your car, you put it in your cigarette lighter, just charge it up in there as you're driving along. You can also plug a solar panel into it. So I've got a 110 watt EcoFlow solar panel as well. I'm pretty impressed with that solar panel. So very easy to set up, very light. It comes in a nice little carry bag. I just put it out, fold it out. I've actually had some pretty good performance out of it too, because I've seen a lot of other folding panels and they don't really get anywhere near what their claimed wattage is, but this EcoFlow one, actually I did some testing on it in full sun. I got about 107 watts and it's a 110 watt panel, so I was very happy with that. And it feels like a very good quality unit. Everything feels good, and you can also use the case to actually hold the panels up, and then so it keeps them in a better angle to the sun, which is great. So this is the smallest EcoFlow River 2. They go EcoFlow River 2 Max and EcoFlow River 2 Pro as well. So they have different capacities and everything. So one of them, this is 256 watt hour, which is the smallest one. So yes, I've been doing a fair bit of testing on this one. Even though it's a smaller size, it's still like very capable and very handy. 3.5 kilos, so it's very lightweight, easy to throw around and take with you. So I've been testing how long I can run this fridge for. So tonight, it was actually a pretty cool night, but it wasn't very hot, which makes a difference. But yeah, so overnight it only used about 58%, so that was pretty good really. In 25 degrees Celsius weather, I ran this fridge overnight from, I think it was like 3:30 in the afternoon till 6:30 the next morning, and then pretty much just gone flat then. But then in the summer, obviously the sun comes up earlier, so I just throw the panels out and then it charges up within like 2 hours when you've got plenty of sun, so very good. So if you're interested in buying one of these EcoFlow units, I'll put a link in the description to their website and also to the Amazon website. I've been looking at some of the other EcoFlow products I have now, and like, there's some bloody awesome products, these guys. They've even got a fridge that has an ice maker in it, like a portable camping fridge. It actually makes ice, and it takes like 15 minutes to make ice, so it's bloody awesome. EcoFlow also have like these little portable AC units as well, which actually have their own battery pack on them, so you can take them with you, put them in your tent, and keep your tent cool on those really hot summer nights. So EcoFlow is coming out with some like really good products. They're like really good innovators, I think. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I think the key to getting away more often is to make your setup very simple, like not having much stuff to pack, everything like that. So I just thought I'd run through our setup at the moment, how I've got it. It's a work in progress, obviously, but I'm really liking it so far. So I ended up putting another drawer on top of this drawer instead of putting it beside it. The reason I did that, because a lot of the time we use this tailgate, so I fold it down, we use that as actually a table to do our cooking stuff on. So you can kind of pull up anywhere and just cook. So the reason I put these on top of each other is because if I had another drawer here, when I have stuff here at the back cooking, I can't open the drawers. But if I put them on top of each other, it means I can still open both drawers on that side, and I can use this side to cook and put our stuff on. And it also gives me heaps of extra height here when I put things in the back here. And on this side here, on top, is where I put my tent and make mattress. So I got one of those inflatable, self-inflating mattresses with foam inside it. It's quite comfortable, really. The good thing about that compared to a blob mattress, it is quite a bit bigger to store, but you don't get that cold feeling underneath, and it doesn't deflate overnight because it has the backup with the foam. So if you do get a hole in it, it will deflate a bit, but it still have the foam as a backup, so it won't be super uncomfortable, and it's a lot warmer. I've also just got like, you can see I've got a little rice cooker here and a water canister. So eventually I'd like to put along the side here probably an inbuilt tank and a little pump on it, so that way I can just fill that up and just like have a little pump and a nozzle and I can spray water out, do the dishes or hose the feet off, whatever, stuff like that. And now a lot of people have like a, you know, like normally have a fridge drawer that slides out. I'm not really a fan of that because it does take up a lot of space at the back here, and then you can't really put stuff on top of it or anything. So instead what I've done is actually just put the fridge at the back here. It's on top of my like power box I made. So that's a 24 volt power system with 400 amp hours of lithium, a 3000 watt inverter. So I've done another whole video on that. I'll link that in the description so you can see about that. So to access that, and then I just open the fridge like this to the side, and I can easily get in there and grab all the stuff I need. So I don't have to worry about sliding in and out, it just sits there. And that way I'm not taking up all the space here, so I've got plenty of space to put what I need in. So here I've got my just little fire pit, so it's like a steel one that folds up and stuff. It's a bit heavy, so this is a 5mm thick one. I reckon if you get some of these, get the 3mm thick ones instead, because it's not so heavy and hard to manage. So I'll probably end up just keeping that in the backyard and getting a new one of those. So yeah, I've also got this power lead at the back here, so that hooks up to my 20 volt power system with a 3000 watt inverter at the back there. And that's so I can just like cook at the back here really easy. So I can plug in my rice cooker in this drawer, for instance. So open this drawer up. So we've got all our utensils in here, so cooking utensils and stuff, pots and pans and everything. Induction cooktop, induction cooker here, all that sort of stuff. And then the top drawer here is, and then up in this top drawer is where we normally keep all our food and stuff. So there's no food in here at the moment. That's where we put our food. I've got a blender there, and also I've got the EcoFlow River 2 up there, so I can pull that out easily and use that. So yeah, super handy setup. It means we can pretty much at any time just pull up and just get our stuff out and cook and do whatever you need to. Yeah, so I just leave this stuff here all the time pretty much, and when we want to go away on the weekends, I just basically stuck some clothes in, some food and some bedding, and that's it, and we're good to go. Super easy. So thanks for watching, guys. It's a bit of a short one, but I just thought it might be helpful to some people and give you an update on what we're up to. So thanks, guys. Catch you on the next one.